What's going on, guys? How you doing? This is a donation request. This is for Rob. This is Thomas Dolby, the second track that we're checking out. This is Airwaves. Okay, and Rob said, requested Wind Power, right? We did Wind Power previously from Dolby's debut, and many commenters agreeably so pointed out that Airwaves is on par. Musically, Wind Power versus Airwaves. What's going on? So it's been a minute since I heard Wind Power. So I went back, I listened to just a bit of it, just to remind myself, like, oh yeah, that's right, it's that song with the swing. It's got like cool things going in and out. I remember being surprised by that song, actually being like, oh wow, this is actually really cool. So Airwaves is on par apparently, and we just heard Europa and the Pirate Twins, which is also on this album, and that song was cool also. It was cool. I like Wind Power better, but I think it was still cool. Like on first listen, I thought it was cool. Alright, so we're going to get to Airwaves. Let's do it. Let's check it out. Let's see what's going on here. Let's do it. Bam. Guitar. And bass. Oh, this.
Strange how the scale forms.
Nice.
In tiny patterns,
Like it.
on my antenna, and the 5 o'clock show. Hello, hello.
Okay, cool.
Brooklyn is crawling
Like it.
with famous people. I turn my vehicle beneath the rain.
This is
west from
very different. This is like a straight up song. Oh, here it comes.
People never read the airwaves. Do we only feed the airwaves? I really should have seen through the airwaves.
Okay. This is like this 80s pop song.
Fences line our new freeway.
Sound
Here
effect.
in the half-light, the motorhomes leave here.
Yeah, that part's cool.
Deep in water,
I like this melody.
under a pylon. How slow my heart beats.
Nice.
I think
Like it.
the air I'm breathing. Through the airwaves, people never read the airwaves.
I like the melody. I really do, actually.
Most time I'm out of street level.
Nice. The harmony. Yeah. Those horns. Synth horns or whatever.
Controls and labels, the abandoned walls again, but the copper cables are rust in the acid rains that flood the suburb. Elements of like erosion cabled into me. Yeah, cable them to me. Cable them to me. Be in my broadcast when this is over. Give me your shoulder. I need a place to wait for more.
Very nice. This is different than all the electronic stuff that he had been doing, right? That we've heard. I like it. Nice changes.
Questions. I itch all over. Let me sleep. Through the airwaves, people never read the airwaves.
I like this melody.
Do we only feed the airwaves? First time I'm out of street level airwaves.
Nice.
Dampness of the wind, the airwaves. Tension of the skin, the airwaves. I really should have seen through the airwaves. People never read
Yeah, I like
the
it.
airwaves.
like his use of all these sound effect stuff, all these keyboard stuff throughout this song that is a more standard kind of song in terms of instrumentation. Like, he's very musical. That's awesome. How he's using like that theremin-y kind of sound melodically. It's like it was soloing pretty much. It's very cool. Yeah. Yeah. And because it's some weird effect, he's able to hit all these notes that if it were a saxophone player or a guitar player, it may not be as acceptable, you know, like unless you have that kind of ear. Does that make sense? That was very cool, I have to say. Yeah, this and Wind Power are not the same kind of songs though, but they are both very great, I think. Yeah, this was really cool. Definitely liked it. This one and Wind Power are definitely better than Europa. Europa is really cool too, but this is really nice. Saying a lot of really cool stuff on it. And Wind Power, it's just different. Wind Power's boom, 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 right? Have more of that kind of feel, where this is like a ballad and a really nice one. This is like jazzy a bit, you know. This like reminded me of some, you know, I'm sure that there's like that I could pull up some jazz vocal stuff that is trying to be more popular, you know, more accessible, that where these kind of get closer. Does that make sense? Because there's like jazz stuff that's just like further out, and then there's jazz stuff that's trying to be more popular. They're trying to bridge, you know, like those guys are trying to win Grammys too, right? I just remember Kurt Elling's album. I forget what one it was, but it was like really, he was just super clearly trying to get a Grammy. He's like, guys, I already have all these albums out that you can tell I'm ridiculous. I'm just an insane vocalist, right? But I need the accolade, okay? I'm at that point in a career where it's like, you know, can I get it? Okay, I need to dumb it down even more. Well, I'll do it. Just give me a freaking Grammy, okay? Anyways, if you don't know Kurt Elling, he's an incredible jazz vocalist. I used to listen to that guy, 20 years ago. Really, really great. Okay, so I really like this. I gotta say, this is a nice one. I like the changes. I really like the melody. That was really nice. It was different because, you know, there's drums, bass, guitar on there, and piano. And then he was throwing in certain places all of his synth stuff. But how he was doing it was really musical, I thought. He wasn't overdoing it. It wasn't too much. It wasn't weird to me, at least. You know, I can accept weird things, you know, depending. But if it's nice, I like it. And I thought this was really nice. Yeah, this is nice. Awesome. I mean, it's awesome. That's what I got. Is it on par with Wind Power? I mean, and the fact that it's really cool, yeah, sure. But again, musically, I think I just see them as different. I see them as different. They're not the same. They obviously can and should, you know, both be allowed to live, right, and be around and all that. But yeah, I wouldn't specifically say that they're the same. Like if I were just listening through to the whole album, I probably wouldn't compare them specifically, aside from just putting them in the good songs on the album list. Like, oh yeah, this is like, okay, I'm hearting this one, right? So, cool. All right, awesome. Thomas Dolby. I should probably listen to this album. Should probably listen to it, like the whole album, because it's pretty cool, actually. This it's pretty cool. All right, awesome. Thank you guys. I'll catch you in the next video.